such an exciting evening to honor our Circle of Honor inductees. Earlier today we had Senior Honors Day, and it's so exciting to see students finishing up their fine arts career here at Wesleyan as seniors, and then seeing you all coming back for this special event this evening. I'll look forward to introducing each of our inductees. As I finish that, I'll invite each one to come up and give their own remarks when I conclude. So our first Fine Arts Circle of Honor inductee this evening is Olivia Taveras-Koranda Mazzolini, class of 2002. While at Wesleyan, Olivia was a 4-year member of the Wesleyan Marching Wolves, Symphonic Band, and Color Guard. She served as Color Guard captain both her junior and senior years. During Olivia's time at Wesleyan, both the Symphonic Band and Marching Band were in their infancy. Wesleyan was very reliant on its small student body to jump in and participate and try new things in order to launch many new programs and activities. And Olivia did just that, taking on percussion and symphonic band and picking up a flag for Color Guard and Marching Band. It is students like Olivia that ignited the fine arts programs in those early days. Director of Bands Jeff Foster has this to say about Olivia. As a student here, she was an enthusiastic and passionate member of the community. She invested in new things and became a significant contributor in so many areas. Her legacy is felt today, and I'm so thankful for her investment in the early years of the band program. Dr. Ruthie Colgrove adds, when the Guard was small, she led with big expectations and growth in mind. Olivia went on to attend Loyola University in New Orleans for her undergraduate degree, and then to Georgia State University for her nursing degree. She currently resides in Atlanta with her husband and 2 children, and serves as a nurse in a Minute Clinic. It's my pleasure to induct Olivia Taveras-Koranda Mazzolini, class of 2002, into the Wesleyan Fine Arts Circle of Honor.
Well, there's no pressure going first, right? So I feel like when you start at Wesleyan now, you start on this beautiful college campus, and when we started here, we were trailers, and we had a small gym, and just the school, and I feel like all of the teachers who were here had just bigger dreams for what we could become, but that never meant that the dreams or what happened here was anything but great and big. I'm a nurse practitioner now. It turns out I did not go get a degree in music because I can't read a music line. I can only read percussion. I did not become an actress after doing a lot of plays, and, well, I didn't really become an artist either. But that doesn't mean that my arts education did not shape who I am. So the first day of nursing school, I had done my freshman year at Loyola and loved it, decided I wanted to do nursing, did my prereqs, walked in, didn't know a soul at Georgia State. Here I am, a little nervous. I looked down, I had my notes printed out, and I realized that the first slide that I ever had in the first class says, nursing is an art and a science. And I thought, oh God, thank God. I just felt just like the Spirit washed over me to say, this is what you're supposed to do. Go do it. So I feel like the science of nursing or medicine is something anybody can learn. You can read it, you can learn it, you can do it. But what makes a good practitioner great, what makes somebody really be able to connect with their patients and connect with those that they see in their offices or hospital or wherever you work is the art of nursing. And so when you're becoming a professional, whether it be an engineer or a music teacher, you have to really have a good foundation for becoming who you are. And I think that the arts is an amazing way of doing that. I don't think anyone in this room would disagree with me, of course. That's why we're all here. But you know, when you're engaged in any extracurricular, soccer or football or anything like that, you learn things that build your character. You learn things that give you self-esteem. You learn things that teach you humility. You're not always going to win at everything, and you are certainly not always going to be the best at them. But to do those things gracefully and to keep on is really important. One of the things that Mr. Foster said when we were starting band, and we had a really horrible practice, I believe, and he came in, and we were there, and we were frustrated, and we were tired, and we were grumpy. He said, we don't do this because this is easy. If this were easy, you'd get bored, and you would quit. That would be it. We do this because this is challenging, and these challenges make you want it more, and they make you work for And truly, that's what all extracurriculars do, isn't that right? I mean, that's kind of why we do what we do. Even as we do what we do as professionals, is because it's challenging. So, besides that, in art education, it helps you build your character as a person, also to look into yourself and to connect to other people. When you're up on a stage and you're performing, one of the most important things is to connect to that audience, to grab them in. Otherwise, you're just a blur of moving colors and words, right? You want to really find every person in a 10-person audience or a 100-person audience and pull them into you. Because that's what a performance is about engaging. And so in the arts, whether it be a painting on the wall that engages you, or whether it be a performance, in the arts education, you're taught how to be that person who connects with somebody you may not ever know, somebody you may not ever see again. Mr. Taylor never ever told us in drama to picture people in their underwear, because that really isn't a way to connect with somebody. But what he did teach us is to really find who your character is, own it, be it so good that you convince other people that that's you, and then after you're done, appreciate that experience, take it with you, learn something from it, and move on. So after your performances, you may not be that character anymore, but you have something that character has left inside of you. Also, aside from just being nice to perform and to look at other things and to help people engage in the world around them, arts really deepens the connection with yourself. You've probably wondered, in this busy world, how you have time for your own extracurricular activities. You have a job, you have a family, you have things to do, places to be. Our culture currently in America is always trying to pull you into not being busy enough, to pull you into doing more stuff, to being better, to strive harder, and to connect with technology, to connect with everybody. But that doesn't leave a lot of time for you. But one of the most important things we can do for ourselves is take time for the things that we love. Because you can't pour from an empty glass into somebody's glass. You can't do that. It doesn't work. So as a nurse practitioner, as a parent, as anybody who has a job, you have to find time for yourself. And the thing that you may love may be running. For me, it is not running. I will never run. You will never catch me running a half marathon. But what you will catch me doing is going to dance class once a week, doing some yoga. I like to draw. I scrapbook a lot and preserve all those photos that I take that my family thinks I'm crazy for always capturing every moment. But those are memories later, and those are things that help me to feel full again. And by doing art and engaging in art, what you're doing is exposing yourself to different experiences, but you may find something that you didn't know about yourself. In a creative writing piece, you may discover something that you didn't know you had in you. When you're painting something, you may find beauty in a new way that you didn't know existed. But by connecting to yourself, you're quiet and open to be able to hear what's going on around you, to be able to hear what's in your heart, to be able to hear God, to be able to connect to those around you. So besides art being a wonderful thing to engage and build character, it's a great way to connect to others, but it's also a great way to fulfill yourself so that you can connect to the world in a more meaningful way. I want to leave you with the idea that words aren't often enough. Language isn't often enough. Everybody in this room has been affected by a film piece, where they sing a song that they know is going to make their gloomy day better. Or maybe that you just have a painting that you love to look at in your home. But all of those experiences are experiences meaningful for you because they connect you to something that language lacks us. There are no words for what you feel. Maybe you broke out in a dance the first time you got an A on a really hard test. Maybe you danced after graduation. Why? Because you didn't have words to convey that. But that's what art does. Art conveys the things that don't have language for. They convey the feelings, the spirituality, and the emotions that we all feel. So as we go home tonight, I hope that we all are thankful for our arts education because it made us who we are, but also that we can help others who maybe don't have a background in art to engage in something that will change their lives. So thank you for this honor tonight.